Tyrion is actually a Targaryen. 2. Now that we know Jon Snow is a Targaryen, the next surprise sibling will be none other than Tyrion. This comes from the popular A plus J equals T theory, which means Aerys plus Joanna equals Tyrion. The books detail the Mad King Aerys' obsession with Tyrion Lannister's wife, Joanna. According to the theory, Aerys impregnated Joanna, who died when giving birth to Tyrion. Similarly, so did 2 other Targaryens. Tyrion is actually a Targaryen. 2. Now that we know Jon Snow is a Targaryen, the next surprise sibling will be none other than Tyrion. This comes from the popular A plus J equals T theory, which means Aerys plus Joanna equals Tyrion. The books detail the Mad King Aerys' obsession with Tyrion Lannister's wife, Joanna. According to the theory, Aerys impregnated Joanna, who died when giving birth to Tyrion. Similarly, so did 2 other Targaryen. Tyrion made a deal with Cersei and will betray Daenerys. While this would make the previous theory pretty complicated, many fans believe that an important conversation went down between Tyrion and Cersei that wasn't shown in the season 7 finale. Remember when Tyrion was convincing Cersei to work with Jon Dany and noticed that she was pregnant? Then the next scene cut to them back in the dragon pit. During that gap, Tyrion might have made a deal with Cersei to ensure that her unborn child would be the king-queen to succeed. Arya will become Littlefinger. Although news seems to travel inexplicably fast in Westeros, it's possible that most of the South is unaware of Littlefinger's demise in the season 7 finale. This would make it pretty convenient for Arya to travel to King's Landing, where Littlefinger used to have a great deal of power, using his face as a mask. Since she's the one who carried out the execution, it's likely Arya can use his as she did with Wall. Bran built the wall. Season 6 revealed that Bran Stark can not only see the past, he can manipulate it too. There are a number of theories that consider the endless possibilities of his powers. Overall, they seem to connect Bran to every key moment in Westeros history. Bran already accidentally destroyed poor Hodor's mind by traveling to the past, and some speculate that he'll do the same thing to the Mad King Aerys Targaryen, it's the Clegane Bowl. Even though it didn't happen in season 7 as everyone predicted, the epic showdown between Gregor and Sandor Clegane is almost certainly going to happen in the final season. In the season 7 finale, the Hound tells the Mountain, "What did they do to you? Doesn't matter. That's not how it ends for you, brother. You know who's coming for you. You've always known." This is almost certainly foreshadowing for the duel to come. The Clegane Bowl, one of the most beloved games. Jaime will kill Cersei. It would be tragic and beautiful and satisfying all at once. Jaime must kill his sister lover Cersei as she becomes the Mad Queen. In the season 7 finale, Cersei tells Jaime that she plans to betray Jon and Dany, even if it means the destruction of the human race. That was the last straw for Jaime, who finally left Cersei to head north, as actor Nicholas Coster-Waldau told Esquire.com in an interview, before she could kill him. Now that they're on opposite sides of a war, Jaime might be forced to face, and even kill, his own sister. And there have long been hints to this happening. When Cersei was young, a seer named Maggie the Frog made the prophecy that Cersei Jon Ardennes is the prince who was promised throughout George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire is the legend of Azor Ahai, a hero who fought against the darkness with a red sword and arose to give courage to the race of men and lead the virtuous into battle with his blazing sword Lightbringer. According to prophecy, when the red star bleeds and the darkness gathers, Azor Ahai shall be born again amidst smoke and salt to wake dragons out of stone. Melisandre has been holding out for the return of Azor, whom she believed was Stannis Baratheon. Since Stannis didn't work out all too well, it's likely. What if Sam is the one telling this whole story? Who is telling the story? Is the narrator Jon? Is it George R.R. Martin? Is it Bran? In an interview a couple of years ago, John Bradley, who plays Sam, noted that it could be his character who is narrating the story. One theory is that what we're seeing now and how we're experiencing Game of Thrones is Sam telling the story of Game of Thrones. He told The Hollywood Reporter, If you take the logic of the story now, the story of the Westeros and the story of the battle for the Iron Throne, it would be a book in that library. Fans have noted that in his scenes in the Citadel Library in Old Town,